The server hits 3 forehands in this point, all using 3 different stances. Let's check them out, and then I'll show you how to practice these at home.
Nice.
So right off the bat, the returner hits a nice deep return down the middle, and the server uses what is called a back foot pivot. That's where he pivots off his back foot and the front leg goes behind him. This is a great footwork to use when you're moving backward. Don't think that you're just supposed to always, if you move back, you got to go forward and get your weight forward. That's not always practical, and oftentimes it doesn't allow you to hit your best shots. What's more important than getting your weight to go forward as you hit the ball is to rotate as you hit. And if you go back and then try to force forward movement, it'll often impede shoulder and hip turn. So he pivots off the back foot, pulling the front foot behind him, allowing him to rotate. Number 2, this is called an open stance step back, or you could reverse that and say a step back open stance. So the definition of an open stance is you just draw a line, and if the left foot's to the left of the line and your right foot's to the right of the line, it's an open stance. For instance, if you have both feet on the line, that's a neutral stance. Or if the left foot's on the right and the right foot's on the left, that's a closed stance. This is an open stance, and it's a step back because he's not stepping to the right with his right foot to create the open stance. He's stepping backward with his left foot to create the open stance. And he's doing that because he's moving around the ball. In this situation, he can either rip a ball inside out or he can rip it inside in. It really freezes the opponent. He hits the ball inside in. You can see the opponent slips a little bit and hits a weak ball. On this last one, this is called a front foot hop. A front foot hop is as you go forward and you're not moving very fast and you want to lean in and pound the ball quite hard, you're going to move in and you can step onto your front foot. So you could say he's got a closed stance here because his legs are like this. But watch, as he swings his right arm, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. As he swings his right arm forward, his right leg has to kick back. So that is why he has to hop on his front foot. While the right arm goes forward, he has to keep his body moving forward because he has momentum, but his leg has to kick back for a moment. If you've ever gone bowling, right? You go to a bowling alley and you throw a bowling ball, what happens to this leg? It kicks behind you. Or in ice hockey, on a slap shot, that foot kicks behind you. So while he's hitting the ball, his upper body is leaning, but the foot that needs to step is kicking back because of physics. So his front foot has to hop to keep his lower body under him. Otherwise, he'll fall over and break his nose. And then he starts running forward. All right, let me show you how to practice these footworks at home. Now, to help me demonstrate this, I've got the TopspinPro here. To get your own for at-home practice, just use my link. It's in the description. I'm also going to pin it in the first comment. Really simple. You're getting pushed back. You're moving backward, and you can't always lean in on it. So if you're moving backward, just embrace the fact that you're going back and work on rotating. The way you do that is to, when you step back, your back foot, you're going to pivot on that foot, taking your front foot and put it behind you. A lot of times players put it in front of them and then they can't turn their body, they can't turn their hips or shoulders. So you put it behind you as you hit. So it looks like this. Pivot on the back foot, and it's like you're squashing a bug. Last one. I hope I'm making it look easy. Back foot, I pivot on it. I'm going to put my left foot, the front foot, behind me. And that allows me to rotate. I've made numerous videos on YouTube here showing you the pros using this footwork. Footwork number 2, the step back open stance. A ball comes to your backhand side and you don't want to hit a backhand. I'm not saying you should never hit a backhand. I'm saying in this particular case, you're thinking, you know what? I don't want to hit a backhand. I want to hit my strength. I want to hit my forehand. So the ball comes to your backhand. If you want to move around it, then what you have to do is figure out how to hit in an open stance so you can rotate the body. That's why you have to be able to step back. when the ball comes to your backhand side and you move around it, the last step has to be backward. That creates the open stance because look, my left foot's on the left and my right foot's on the right. So I step back, then I can rotate and hit. So the ball comes to my backhand, I move around it, I step back, and then I hit. See it? Right there. Last one, front foot hop. When you're moving forward, not super fast, you're not sprinting in trying to chase down a drop shot or a let cord, but when you're moving in and you're at a medium pace going in, a very controlled pace, and you want to lean in and dip this shoulder, which levels out the swing. You know, as your shoulders are level, the swing can often be like very, let's say low to high, but if you just tilt your shoulders, now the swing is more level, so you can really pound the ball. Well, when you go in and you lean, every action has an equal and opposite. So as you swing the arm forward, this foot goes back. That's the way we run, right? Arms and legs go opposite each other. So if you want your right arm or your hitting arm to go forward, your back leg is going to kick behind you. No different than an ice hockey, slap shot, or when you go bowling and the foot kicks behind you. So when you lean in, as you hit, this foot kicks behind, but your upper body is moving, and you're leaning, so you need another foot to step over, but you can't get that foot to go forward because it's kicking back while you hit. So that's why you have to hop on the front foot. That allows the energy of the arm to dissipate. Now the leg doesn't have to kick back anymore, and then you can continue running. So it looks like this. The hop happens after you hit the ball. It's not jump and then hit. That's not what you're doing. You're hitting while leaning, hopping afterward, and then you're good. I'm going to hop on my front foot. Last one. So if you're a singles player and you're really frustrated with your strategy because you keep losing to opponents you feel you should be able to beat, like a pusher, then check out the Singles Playbook, where they teach you how to beat the 7 most common playing styles in recreational tennis. How to beat the pusher, counterpuncher, aggressive baseliner, serve and volleyer, Dr. Feelgood. Those are those slice and dicers, those really annoying players who put all that spin on the ball. I hate playing those players. All court players and southpaws. See, this is over 50 pages of strategy after strategy, and each page comes with a QR code. You just put your phone or tablet up over that code and up pops a video teaching you exactly how to use these strategies. So if you want to play to your strengths while exposing your opponent's weaknesses, all while avoiding common errors, then you got to check out the Singles Playbook. You can do so by clicking the link on the screen right now. So click right there to check out the Singles Playbook so you can start winning more matches. Get yourself a TopspinPro, work on these footworks, and there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.